Let's talk pricing and income. So what are the different factors to consider? The first is the pricing model, the second is what is the income range or potential, and lastly, how you're supposed to increase your income. So let's talk about the pricing models. The first thing you have to determine is how you want to get paid. So is it going to be hourly, say $10 per hour, where you are paid based on the number of hours worked? You can decide to get paid monthly, so let's just say $1,000 per month or 50,000 pesos per month. Next, it could be a fixed rate. So you can say, hey, just pay me $500, I'm going to do a specific set of service for you. Now, once you figure that out, the next thing you have to determine is how many hours are you going to be working. So you can define that you're going to work full-time, which is 40 to 60 hours per week, part-time, which is less than 40 hours per week, and lastly, it's going to be project-based or customized depending on what you agreed in the contract. So let's just say you wanted to create a website. So you can negotiate with the client that they don't have to keep track or they don't need to monitor the number of hours you work as long as by the end of the month you already completed the website. Another example would be, let's just say you were hired as a customer support agent for the holidays. So this would mean that once the holidays end, your contract will also end. And the option to renew would be dependent on your performance and of course with the employer. So now that you consider that, what is your income range or potential? There are three factors to consider, with the first one being your skill, which depends on your experience and the results that you're able to generate from your experience. The second is your location, meaning what country are you applying from, and the last is where you applied. So let's break this down. Let's just say we have three different people who wants to apply for the same position. They all have a same or similar set of skills. The only difference is that the person A is going to be applying from the US, person B is going to apply from the Philippines, and person C is someone who is either in the US or Philippines but decided to apply in Upwork. So Upwork is an online job website. A person or a virtual assistant in the US will get paid $10 to $30 per hour. A person in the Philippines will get paid $2 to $15 per hour. On the other hand, if you are someone in the US or in the Philippines but decided to apply using Upwork, you now get the opportunity to link with employers or companies that will charge you $10 to $20 per hour. Now take note, if you're going to be applying in Upwork, there's going to be a huge amount of competition. So make sure that you really optimize your profile because you're not just competing with people in the Philippines, but from other potential applicants from all around the world. So this is the next question. How are you supposed to increase your income? Well, there's nothing else that I can tell you, but it is going to be a battle of skills. And there are three different levels that you have to prepare for. So the first is the entry level, the second is mid-level, and last is the senior level. So for the entry level, usually these are people with minimal or no experience. So you usually have a basic set of admin tasks and it's usually predefined. So you come in the company and the company says, hey, this is the SOP, day in, day out, this is what you're supposed to do. Basically, your accountability is just what was given to you and you barely have to make any decisions. So for this type of service or for this level, you're usually paid $250 to $600 depending on how complex the predefined tasks were given to you. Next is going to be mid-level, wherein you're going to start having complex responsibilities. So in mid-level, you're now able to start new projects by yourself because you have proven that you are able to handle complex tasks and resolve complex issues. In a lot of cases, I've noticed that people in mid-level are starting to have the ability to work on specific projects or tasks with minimal or zero instructions. And because of that, they know a lot of things and as a result, ends up being a point of contact for their specific department, and at times are usually already handling a team or a specific department. In this scenario, these people are usually paid $600 to $1,500. Lastly is going to be the senior level, and this happens when you have more experience in your role, your industry, or your field. At this level, you already develop strategic thinking, plus your strategic thinking has actually gained results for the company to grow. So in short, you are already results and revenue driven. You are actually able to offer a higher level of support to people. So long story short, you're no longer the person receiving instructions, you're now the person dictating the instructions and actually operating the entire company. you're also able to think strategically because now you have access to the different company goals. So let's just say the goal is revenue, the goal is to be able to increase leads, etc. So these things make sense to you, and you're actually trying to figure out processes in order to achieve those goals. So in general, people in the Philippines are usually charged $1,500 to $5,000 or even more. So it really depends on the results and your ability to market yourself to different clients. So these are the different skills per level, and I want you to be able to screenshot all of this so you can have an idea on what are the types of core skills that you should be able to learn in order to jump from entry level, mid level, and then senior level. So let's do a quick recap. So first, we discussed that there are hourly versus monthly versus a fixed rate. You are also able to determine that your income range varies depending on what skills you currently have, the location that you apply for, as well as the country that you're applying in. Now, your end goal is that if you actually want to increase your income, you need to be able to identify if your skills is actually in entry level, mid level, and senior level, wherein as you increase your level, you're also able to increase your income. So, are there any other topics you'd like me to talk? Join me in the next video. See you over there.